What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. You don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
So it looks like a heavily requested game could be hitting the Nintendo Switch 2 very soon. But before we get things started, if you are into Nintendo Switch 2 content and you're not yet a subscriber to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free and it helps the channel out a lot. So, as you guys know, Namco, even though they have an exclusive coming out for the Switch 2, they've been kind of slow to port over games that pretty much should have already been on the Switch 2 at this point. I'm looking at you, Tekken, and other games like that. It's like, for whatever reason, Namco has not gone all in when it comes to the Switch 2 as of late or yet. And on the surface, there doesn't really seem to be a reason for that. And it's actually kind of frustrating in a way. Well, one of the games that people wanted to come to the Switch 2, it looks like will be coming soon to the Switch 2. So a software engineer working at Soft Gear Co. Limited had this to say on their LinkedIn. So it says they developed a game framework as an Unreal Engine 5 plugin, supported Switch 2, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC, integrated with online services like PlayStation and Steam, created a game test client with Unreal Engine, authored and translated documentation between English and Japanese using Confluence. Also says on this person's page that they are building games and software for PlayStation 5, Switch 2, Windows, Mac, and Linux. Now, this company, Soft Gear Co. Limited, is actually a developer that helps co-develop games with other companies. And they so happen to have co-developed Code Vein 2 with Bandai Namco. And that is the only game that fits this description because it's honestly the only game that they've released in recently, within the last couple years or so. So it says their scope of responsibility, they worked on character design. So the developer they worked with was Bandai Namco Studios Incorporated and Shift Incorporated. Dramatic exploration action RPG. Supported systems, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Steam. An original release date was this past January. But based on what it says on their page here, looks like Code Vein 2 will be announced for the Switch 2 very soon, because this is the game that they are describing. This person didn't start working there until 2024 when they were working on this specific game. They're describing this specific Unreal Engine 5 engine that the game runs on. So yeah, it looks like Code Vein 2 is in fact coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. So what do you guys think? Are you guys gonna pick this game up on the Switch 2? I've seen a lot of people wanting this game to come to the system. Ever since the game was announced, people pretty much assumed that it would come to the Switch 2. But I'm sure they probably thought that it would come at launch. Maybe since the game is somewhat new, maybe they weren't ready to bring it to the Switch 2 yet, but it looks like the game is definitely at least in development for the Switch 2. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section.